Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. A Canadian press reports that the Sturgeon Lake Cree Nation is in court today in Edmonton, seeking an injunction to halt a petition campaign that advocates for Alberta's separation from the Canadian Confederation. The First Nation argues that their consent is a prerequisite for any such provincial secession, alleging that Alberta, Canada, and the province's chief electoral officer have failed to uphold their treaty rights. A group named Stay Free Alberta is currently gathering signatures for a referendum on Alberta leaving Canada. Premier Danielle Smith's government has stated that a vote would proceed if enough names are collected. Stay Free Alberta claims to have already amassed over 178,000 signatures, exceeding the required threshold, with a month remaining until submission to Elections Alberta. The Canadian press reports that Canadian astronaut Jenni Gibbons, a backup for the Artemis II mission, shared her experience watching the historic lunar flyby from NASA's Mission Control in Houston. Describing it as Payoff Day, Gibbons felt both tense and tired, but expressed immense pride. Her colleague, Canadian Jeremy Hansen, along with American astronauts Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, and Christina Koch, successfully looped the moon in a 6-hour journey, breaking the distance record set by Apollo 13. Gibbons, who served as a voice link to the crew, noted moments of tension, particularly during an expected communications blackout as the Orion capsule passed behind the moon. The crew captured images and made geological observations, including a sci-fi total solar eclipse and new moon craters named Integrity and Carroll. Gibbons emphasized the unique value of human observation over remote sensing for shaping future space exploration, concluding that witnessing Hansen live his dream was a significant highlight for her. Halifax. According to a report from the Canadian press, Nova Scotia companies, driven by energy demands, significantly increased their solar power capacity in 2025. Statistics from the province's private power utility show that commercial entities nearly doubled their solar energy generation capacity last year, with an 82% increase. This notable growth is partly attributed to recent legislative changes that permit companies to sell up to 10 times more energy back to Nova Scotia Power than previously allowed. Nova Scotia Power is actively pursuing a goal to source 80% of its energy from renewable sources by 2030. In 2025, renewables already accounted for 42% of the utility's power, although solar currently represents only about 1% of the overall energy mix. While solar energy continues to expand, the majority of future renewable energy contributions are expected to come from onshore wind farms and hydroelectric power imported from Labrador. According to NPR, U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance is currently in Budapest, Hungary. His visit is aimed at bolstering support for the incumbent Prime Minister, Viktor Orban. Vance is scheduled to participate in an election rally as Hungary prepares for its upcoming national election. This trip highlights international attention on Hungary's political landscape and the close ties between certain U.S. and Hungarian political figures, as Newswire.ca reports that HTX has officially released its 2026 Digital Asset Trends White Paper, a collaborative effort with various leading industry platforms and media. This comprehensive report offers a timely reevaluation of the digital asset landscape amidst market consolidation and cautious sentiment. It proposes that digital assets are completing their historic transition into a recognized asset class, moving beyond a purely price cycle-driven paradigm. The paper defines a new era of on-chain finance characterized by structural trends, with digital assets evolving from a high-volatility innovation sector into a core component of global asset allocation. Key trends identified include Bitcoin solidifying its role as digital gold and Ethereum emerging as a core yield-bearing asset. Stablecoins are projected to reach new highs, acting as foundational infrastructure for global cross-border payments. The report also highlights accelerated institutional participation, rapid expansion of real-world assets (RWAs) through tokenization, and significant growth in on-chain derivatives trading. Infrastructure evolution driven by ZKEV and masquerading CEM, and the rise of AI agents is also emphasized, with HTX introducing HTX AI skills to lower entry barriers for users. HTX anchors its strategy on stability, transparency, institutionalization, and AI enablement, aiming to be a trusted infrastructure layer for trading and wealth generation. The platform underscores its commitment to transparency through proof of reserves and a compliance-first operational strategy for global expansion. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.